Welcome to my crazy, dirty, chaotic bedroom. My husband and I are actually doing a little bit of redecorating, rearranging stuff in here. So right here you can see a little bit of a white bookshelf. I used to have one big brown bookshelf here. I'll insert a little bit of footage. I've taken different videos of cleaning it, organizing it, trying to figure out something with it, and I've never used them because just the video went nowhere. But I'll insert some clips of that. And then we do have a before picture, but no video. And we took that down to get two white bookshelves. There's one behind me, that's my husband's side, and then this is my side. And then we haven't gotten rid of my nightstand just yet. And then we repainted the wall, so it's got like a primer and just a white paint on it kind of thing, or off-white, whatever. And we have paint to do 3 big colored circles on the wall, so I'm really excited about that. They're kind of like a coral, a tealish color, and a green, some kind of blue, something. No, it's a yellow, a pinkish, and the teal, coral teal colors. So I'm very excited about that. My husband, today is day 4 of 11 days of working, so we can probably do it one of these nights when he gets home. We just need to take the time to do it. Yeah, this is just a spring clean refresh vlog like I did last year, and it feels like this never ends. Hi, Luigi. The cleaning, the organizing, everything like that just never, ever, ever ends. And it's a lot. It feels like so much to always be doing the same things over and over again. But the change of the seasons, like I said before, is always good to be doing some kind of like extra cleaning and organizing and decluttering. At least the 2 seasons, spring and fall. Like for me, when I'm pulling out like any spring clothes or spring decor, that's also summer for us. And then fall and winter, we don't have a long enough spring season to have like a separate wardrobe for it, and we don't have long enough fall either, so it pretty much is cold or hot here. And I've pulled out all the spring stuff but have kept out like the little sweaters and stuff, but put away like the snow pants and everything. So this is a great time when you are going through that change of seasons to go through the clothes with your kids, find out, do they still fit the winter gear, and are they going to fit it next year? You might be gambling, but if you have the space for it, it might be worth keeping. And then if it doesn't fit, you just donate it next school year kind of thing. The following season, just donate it then and get new stuff. Or if you're sure like they're just barely fitting in it now, then either save it if you have a kid younger that will wear it, or donate it. And I always advocate for having lists. You can even put like your clothes like in a bucket, let's say, for storing your winter stuff during the summer and vice versa. And you can even put like a list on it, like we need to buy more toques or more winter socks, or kid 1 needs snow pants but kid 2 is good for snow pants kind of thing. Just having lists, whether they're pen and paper lists or they are on your phone or whatever. It's always good to have a list so you know what you need more of. And then as you're pulling out the spring, summer clothes and shoes and stuff like that, you can see like maybe you loved it last year and you put it away, and you pull it out this year and you're like, oh, it doesn't fit, or I'm not really loving it, it's not my vibe this year, whatever. And you can donate it again, or, you know, you're excited for new clothes. You're shopping your own wardrobe kind of thing. So this is the best time of year to do that for us with the seasons changing. So I don't know what we're going to do about a nightstand. I don't just want to use the bookshelf for a nightstand, and I got to figure out how I want to organize this bookshelf because I've cut my space in half by giving my husband half over there, which he's excited about, and he's starting to get more of a collection of books, so it'll be perfect for him over there. And his side of the bed was always pushed up straight up against the wall, so he's always had to climb out like the foot of the bed. So he's like, I love having a space to walk now, it's awesome. And then he does have the bookshelf to put stuff on as kind of a nightstand for now. The reason why I haven't started doing the bookshelf just yet is because they are not secured to the wall yet. I think we're going to wait to paint in case we have to move the bookshelves around a little bit to paint behind them. So we will get to that soon, hopefully. But right now I'm going to focus on my nightstand since I'm still using it. Yeah, let's just focus on the nightstand for now. And then my next little project in the bedroom will be the closet. I need to get some storage for the dog food. What we have going on right now isn't the best. I don't really like it. And my dresses are like hanging in open bags of dog food kind of thing. It's not great. Our closet, I consider it technically a walk-in because I can fully walk in it and close the door, but it's very, very tiny for a walk-in. But it's not the smallest closet either. You can, like I said, walk into it, but we have worked on that space a couple of times before, and it always ends up just, you know, you just throw stuff in it and things just get piled in there and you're like, I will deal with this later, and then you end up not dealing with it later because, you know, you're always busy. So I find this time of year, you're always cleaning and you're always doing your daily, weekly chores kind of thing, or you should be. I can't say always, but I know I can be bad for that. But, you know, there's dishes and laundry and the things that just need to get done on a regular basis for you to function and, you know, have dishes to eat off and clothes to wear and everything like that. So all the little tiny stuff can kind of get put to the side. Going through our clothes and switching over winter and summer clothes can get done and can get cycled through, and seeing what's garbage, what's for donation, what we want to keep, new things that we're bringing in, whatever it is, that stuff is getting cycled through. But all the other stuff that we've shoved in the closet just gets shoved in there and stayed in there, and it's like, we'll deal with you later. So sometimes I find like I just need to neglect a day of doing the regular chores. Hopefully they're caught up and everything like that. My kids are really good about helping as well, so I can be like to my one daughter, like, can you empty and run the dishwasher kind of thing, and my other daughter can help me watch the baby or whatever, and just focusing more on doing those chores and organization and everything that never gets done because you're so busy just trying to keep up with your everyday stuff. And this cute little puzzle I bought, obviously I haven't made it yet, so I might bring this downstairs to my Christmas stuff. I've just been leaving it up here because it's not really that big, but put it away. I bought these Micanite markers while we were in Canmore, and they have like the different smells and stuff like that, and I'm going to add them to my coloring stuff. And these scissors, I think, can go in the kitchen. And then look at these cute little hedgehog stickers I bought also when we were on our trips. But this is just my little basket here that just kind of collects stuff on top of my nightstand. So there's like a little paper thing here, but it's not sticky notes. But I was actually talking to a naturopath, and she was saying if you have trouble falling asleep at night and you have racing thoughts, any kind of racing thoughts or anything that's keeping you up at night, you can do this with. But especially if it's things like, I need to get this done tomorrow and I don't want to forget it. So your mind is like, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. Write it down, right? So that'll help you sleep because you can tell your mind like, okay, I wrote it down, I'm not going to forget. Something like this, like just a little pad of paper or whatever beside your desk, is a great idea to do that. I haven't started doing it. I usually pick up my phone and put it in my notes app, but it would be better to have something like this so I'm not picking up the phone and getting that bright light in my face and everything. This is just clear sticky tabs, which are great for taking, or transparent sticky tabs, which are great for taking notes. I'm going to add that back to my little thing. My kids' school pictures that I had nowhere to put. I think I'll move these downstairs because I have so many projects I've been promising myself I would do for the past several years and haven't gotten to them. Mostly scrapbooking stuff. I don't even necessarily want the scrapbooking to be super detailed and all this stuff. I just want it as a place for memories. Just kind of like glue it, stick it down kind of thing. The school photo thing, you can get like luggage tags for it. I like that. Something useful. Hand lotions that I always forget to use. Some pens. This is the pen with the little nub on it so I can write like on my phone or whatever. I can play games or whatever. And a couple pens and a highlighter. These cute little stickers. There you go. See if you can scan that. Let me know if that works. And then a T-Rex. And a little capybara. They're so cute. I want a capybara. Always stay hydrated with water, not coffee. This little beaded fox thing I made kind of looks like a dog, but it's supposed to be a fox. I made him with really thin wire. I was hoping I could like shape him and get him to stand up or do something. I also don't know why he's super long. The wire's too thin to do that. He's cute though. I just don't know what to do with him. I don't want to throw him out. I made him. He's so cute. But I like knickknacks. My friend, we were shopping at the bookstore the one day and she's like, I don't like knickknacks. And I'm like, I'm the opposite. I have so many knickknacks. I crocheted roses for my father-in-law's funeral, which are right behind me. This is the bouquet of them. I crocheted so many flowers and it just didn't work out. I just liked the roses, but there's some like darker blue ones, not quite black, blue, and then sparkly white to add a little bit of color. And these are the flowers we had for his funeral. I think he would have loved them. He loved when I made stuff like this, so hopefully he liked them. But they were just covered. You can kind of see a little bit, maybe. They were covered in so much dust, and then we have like cats and dogs and stuff, so the hair in here and everything. And I was like, how am I gonna clean all those? Because they're on these like metal stem things that I got with the leaves. So like these can't go in the wash, and I kind of like hooked them underneath. So am I supposed to like unhook every one of these and throw them in the wash? And my husband had the spray air can thing that you would use for like electronics to clean it, and they cleaned off like really well doing that. So if you have a bouquet of crocheted flowers and you're like, how do I clean the dust off them? Get the compressed air. It worked really good. And then there's just that styrofoam stuff in the bottom there to hold the flowers in. I'm missing a whole bunch. There's so many that are empty. But I'm going to be moving those onto my bookshelf for now, and then it will balance out where the urn is. The urn has also got like a blue color to it. The one good thing about having babies and toddlers around is wipes. These clean everything. They're not disinfectant wipes. These are just what you would use to change your baby's diaper, but they are great for wiping up dust and stuff. I think after we don't need wipes anymore, I think I will still keep a couple around, because a package of like 4 of these, which is 100 wipes each, is like $8 or something. Like, it's not too expensive to keep them around for like in the van, in your car, or whatever. You spill something and it's sticky, even for adults, they're good to have. And you can buy just like a single package as well. They have wipes that you can buy obviously for that purpose, but they're probably more expensive because they're specialty items. Yeah, that's my tip as a mom for cleaning things, is baby wipes all the time. And my son made these coasters at school, so it's Christmassy, but I just put it down and never put it away again. And I'll just leave it on my nightstand here, because why not? Sewing needle for like a project I was working on in bed, hair ties, all this stuff. I have this corner pillow thing that sits in like the corner of your bed, and I put hair ties on the ears and hair clips and stuff, because like when I lie down in bed, I just like take off my hair clip and clip them on here, and then if I need something in the middle of the night or whatever, I always know where they are. My daughter got me this for Christmas or something. I also bought an air purifier thing. I haven't set it up yet because I haven't had the space. I clean this nightstand, it feels like, all the time, and it's always dirty. Surfaces collect junk. The less surfaces you have in your house, the less junk is going to gather there. Doesn't matter how much I clean this. Scissors I'm going to put in the drawer because our baby's in here pretty often. Easter toy thing, garbage. Some like medication in there, Tylenol, like cold flu stuff, good to keep. And the cat just pooped and it stinks. One day at a time. That's my biggest piece of advice when you're going through your house and you're decluttering. And I don't call myself a minimalist. I don't claim to want to be a minimalist. I want to minimize more and be more intentional with how I'm spending my money and what I'm buying and the knickknacks I'm bringing into my house. But I'm not striving for minimalism necessarily. But my biggest advice for you, whether you're striving to be what you would call a minimalist, or you're just trying to get rid of stuff in your house you don't need, whatever your plan is, whatever you're going for, don't stress yourself out trying to do it all at once. Don't be like, okay, I'm taking this Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. and I'm decluttering my entire house and I'm going to get rid of everything. Some people might be able to do that, and that's great. If you can do that, awesome, all the more power to you. But most people don't have that kind of time, or after even 12 hours of doing it, you won't have gotten to everything. And not only can it be physically exhausting, it's very emotionally and mentally exhausting to go through everything you own and try to pare down and declutter and everything, and know like what you want to get rid of, what you want to keep, all that stuff. And some stuff is sentimental, some stuff does have that mental, emotional kind of cost to it. So don't stress yourself out trying to do it all in one day or one weekend. Take the time that you need to get your house to a place you want it to be. Be kind to yourself mentally, emotionally, physically. I am exhausted all the time. I'm dealing a lot with exhaustion. I would almost call it chronic fatigue, but when I Googled it, I don't think I'm quite there, but it's very chronic exhaustion, very chronic tiredness anyways. Be kind to yourself. I still have a toddler at home who's with me like 24/7. He's only 3. And I have 3 other kids who are in school full time. So it's a little bit quieter during the day, but then I have my toddler, right? So I don't always have the time to do it. My daughter's watching the toddler right now, so that I can just do this couple minutes here. but it can take years of going through your stuff, like every winter, every fall when you pull out your new set of stuff, and every spring, and there's always new stuff coming in, birthdays, Christmas, anniversaries, shopping spree, whatever it is, you're always bringing new stuff in, right? The kids, it's coming to the end of the year, and my son's already brought home one bag of stuff to go through and be like, do we need to keep this? I did a video on that before about like what kind of school stuff to keep, and I still need to go through the stuff, and it's just like, it's so overwhelming. My brain is constantly like, I need to go through the kids' school stuff. I need to go through the scrapbooking stuff. I need to do this. I need to do this. There's that silent to-do list that is just, it's not very silent. It is screaming at me all the time. Just be kind to yourself and do what you can in the day. Even like 10 minutes a day, go open up your junk drawer and just say, I'm going to organize my junk drawer. When you're doing the dishes, look at your plates and your cups and whatever your dishes are. My other kids are home from school, so I'm going to have to go. Sorry about the dogs. But is there a plate that's chipped or something like that and you don't want it? Just throw it out. Don't keep washing it and reusing it until you can get new plates, unless you literally have no plate. It's okay, like, if one day you need to eat off of throwaway plates and stuff like that, like styrofoam ones or whatever, do it. Like, don't stress yourself out. Just 10 minutes a day. Go through your cutlery drawer, or your drawer that holds all just the random kitchen utensils you have, and just be like, do I need this? Do I use this potato masher? Why do I have 7 spatulas? Do I really need 7? There's probably like 2, maybe 3 that are your favorites. Get rid of the other ones that you don't need, or maybe you want like 1 wood and 1 plastic or something like that, but just get rid of all the other stuff. We spent good money on measuring cups and measuring spoons, and they're magnetic and they all stick together, and just throw out all the other plastic crappy ones. Like, I'll go to scoop like flour and the plastic thing just like snaps off, and I'm like, seriously? So I've spent so much money over the years getting measuring stuff, and now I just spent like, it's like $40 on Amazon for a set of measuring cups. But it was worth it for me, and we waited until we were at a point where we could spend $40 on measuring cups, and we're not spending like $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 replacing all of our kitchen gadgets and utensils and appliances. Not big appliances, I know that would cost more, but like things like a slow cooker or a air fryer or a toaster oven or whatever, like your smaller appliances. We're not spending thousands of dollars doing that all at once. We one year spent the money on, or one paycheck spent the money on the measuring cups and spoons. You know, at Christmas time we got a blender. Another time Amazon was having one of their Amazon sales, Prime Days or whatever, and we bought a air fryer kind of thing. Like, you don't feel like you have to do it all at once. You don't have to get rid of everything all at once, and you don't have to bring everything back in all at once either. So my kids are home. So I'm gonna put this on here, set it up, get it going. This will hopefully help with my asthma and my allergies. We have dogs and cats, like I said. Am I allergic to them? Yes. Don't tell anybody. And hopefully this will help. So be kind to yourself while you are doing whatever kind of organizing, decluttering, cleaning that you need to do. Be kind to yourself, and I will update you later. Are you ever just tired of doing the daily chores? Like, the dishes just never ever stop piling up, no matter how many times you do them. Or the laundry. That is just a part of life. We all know it. Well, maybe we don't all get annoyed by it, but... No. No what? Are you gonna do the laundry? Are you gonna do the dishes? He says no. Maybe you enjoy doing the laundry or the dishes. And it's not that I hate doing it. It's more just the doing it every... No. It's more doing it every single day of my life. You can touch yourself after. It's more just doing it every single day that gets really annoying. You say hi? Hi. There you go. As I was saying earlier, I do get a lot of help from my kids with some laundry and dishes. So that definitely helps, but sometimes we're just busy. We're out of the house, we're doing a lot of stuff, and the dishes just don't get done. And my kitchen is constantly the biggest source of mess and stress and frustration. Now, most people are going to tell you, of course, that the best thing you can do is not go to bed until all the dishes are done. Until your kitchen is clean and stuff. So when you wake up to a kitchen like this, it already feels like you're behind. And it's true. And it's stressful. But some days you just don't have the energy to do this before you go to bed. I am 19 weeks pregnant. And some days, even before I was pregnant, I've been struggling, like I said, with exhaustion. Jasper, can you please let the puppies out? No. Please, they're crying. Is crying? They're crying. They need out. Can you help them? So I've been struggling with exhaustion, and there's some days it's like 5 p.m. and I'm like, I need to go to bed. Like, I can't even keep my eyes open. I can't do anything. Like, I'm just like sitting on the computer falling asleep, or wanting to read a book or something like that, and I'm falling asleep. I don't have the energy to make sure all of the dishes and the entire counter is clean before I collapse into bed, right? So give yourself grace. Be kind to yourself and know that it's okay. Not everyone gets their dishes done the night before they go to bed. Not everyone wakes up to a sparkling clean kitchen. The important thing is to tackle it. To not just keep letting it go day after day after day after day. And I know that can be hard if you're struggling with mental health, with depression. It can be really hard to get out of bed and deal with the mess. It can be really difficult when you're pregnant or you have a newborn. And it is okay to ask for help. It is okay to hire somebody to come in and clean your house. If you have the means to do that, if you have to scrape and save every penny just to have somebody come in and do a quick clean of your house, that's okay. You're not failing. You're not a failure because you didn't put away the dishes last night. You are not a failure for asking for help from friends, from family, from whatever. I am pregnant for the 5th time. My mother-in-law wants to throw a baby shower. And obviously there's not much I really need for a baby when I already have 2 girls and 2 boys, and I have a little bit of clothes from both. Even though my youngest daughter will be almost 12 when the baby is born, I still have a few of my favorites that I have saved over the years. Will I need a little bit of clothes? Sure. Do I need the big stuff? Not really. We just had a baby, surprisingly, 3 years ago. So we have the car seat and stuff like that, right? So the baby shower is more just a way to sit and chat with people and have people meet the baby. But people will always ask, like, what are things you need when you have a baby? And unless it's your first, you probably don't need a lot of things. But you can say, like, we would really like to hire a cleaning service to come in a couple of times and would like to save up the money for that. Maybe people will give you money, or they will offer their own services to help you come in and clean. They're like, you know what? I'll come in this afternoon. I can do your dishes for you. You know, tell people you want your laundry done for a week because you have a newborn. Or if you have been injured or need to be on bed rest for some reason and you just can't get stuff done, it's okay to ask for help. The way I kind of look at it is, if my friend or somebody from the church or something was in a position where they couldn't do this work themselves and asked for help, would I look down upon them and be like, oh, they're a loser, they can't do their own dishes? Oh, well, they should be able to nurse and take care of a baby and a toddler and do their laundry. No, of course I'm not going to think those things. I'm going to be like, yeah, sure, I can help you. I know what it's like to be in that position. So, you know, like, I might be in a position where I need help, and then one day I'll be in a position where I can help them. So think of it that way if you feel guilty about asking for help, if you need help. If you are struggling with mental health and depression and things like that, please go seek professional help to get yourself better. And then we can deal with the house. And our house, our environment does affect us mentally as well. So it is important to get it under control as much as you can, but sometimes you just need help, and that's okay. It is okay to ask for help. It is okay to get help. It is okay to need that help. Don't feel ashamed about it, and just know that one day you will be in a place mentally, physically, emotionally to be able to help somebody else get their stuff under control. And this looks bad, it looks disgusting, it looks gross. And the biggest thing is that our brain goes like, I don't have an hour, or I don't want to spend an hour cleaning all of this. Who wants to do an hour doing this? It's gonna take you, like, my house looks bad, but it's not the worst it could be. It could be a lot worse. But at where it is right now, like 10-15 minutes, we'll get most of this cleaned up. Who doesn't have 10-15 minutes? Throw on some music, throw on some dance music if that will make you feel better, worship music, throw on an audiobook, a podcast. Sometimes I like putting on a YouTube video that other people are cleaning and organizing and talking about what they do to get their kitchen under control, and it motivates me to do that. That's what I'm hoping this video is for you, is motivation to help you clean and organize and do all the stuff. Let's do it together. Body doubling, as they talk about in Clutterbug and Minimal Mom. They talk about body doubling, so having somebody work along beside you, even like this, virtually, it helps to have that person there with you cleaning. So yeah, let's do it. Let's clean the kitchen. wanted to do just a little bit of a voiceover here to talk a little bit about the effects of stuff on our minds, on our mental health. I will be sharing the links down below for you to be able to do a little bit more reading and research of your own. But I just Googled these and looked at a couple of websites. The first one is from NewsGP. What does clutter do to your brain and body? Clutter can affect our anxiety levels, sleep, and ability to focus. It can also make us less productive, triggering coping and avoidance strategies that make us more likely to snack on junk food and watch TV shows, including ones about other people decluttering their lives. And I was talking about earlier how I like to watch these kind of videos like what I'm doing here to help motivate me to clean. But sometimes I can sit at the computer working on a craft project or whatever for 3, 4, 5 cleaning videos. And that is not getting any cleaning done, of course, but it is still motivating for me because I still feel that urge to get up and at least clean something. And I am sitting at my computer desk and there's 3 drawers here. And the one day I just sat down and cleaned out the one drawer. And then another day I can go and organize another drawer. Like I was saying, you don't have to take on an entire house worth of stuff in one day or in one weekend or even entire room. Focus on what you can focus on in this moment. And sometimes for me, that is one drawer in the kitchen or one drawer on the computer desk instead of cleaning the entire computer desk. Sometimes I am able to clean the entire computer desk and reorganize my corkboard and do a lot more in one time period, one sitting, than I would normally. But some days, all you have is the mental, physical, emotional energy to do one little thing, and that is okay. Pick one thing and do it. My tip would be to pick a small area that you know you can kind of start and complete all in one sitting, like a junk drawer, or set a timer. Say, I'm going to clean for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to see how much cleaning I can get done in the next 10 minutes, and challenge yourself to empty the entire dishwasher in 2 minutes, or whatever it may be, and set a timer. Having that challenge for yourself might help you to be motivated to do cleaning. I've heard people say things like, say you're putting some bread in the toaster and putting on the coffee pot to make coffee, see how much of your kitchen you can get clean before your coffee is done brewing. See how much you can get done before the microwave dings or the toaster pops or whatever it is. So you can make it a little bit fun and add these fun little tiny challenges for yourself. And if you are binge watching shows about people decluttering, allow that to motivate you to go and clean an area of your house. Don't let it demotivate you and make you feel bad that you are not doing the cleaning you need to do. So back to this article about clutter and your brain. Their research shows our physical environments significantly influence our cognitive, emotions, and subsequent behaviors, including our relationships with others. Our brains like order, and constant visual reminders of disorganization drain our cognitive resources, reducing our ability to focus. Amen to that. I feel that 100%. The visual distraction of clutter increases cognitive overload and can reduce our working memory. In 2011, neuroscience researchers using fMRI, functional magnetic resonance imaging, and other physiological measurements found clearing clutter from the home and work environment resulted in a better ability to focus and process information, as well as increased productivity. Clutter can make us feel stressed, anxious, and depressed. Research from the United States in 2009, for instance, found the levels of the stress hormone cortisol were higher in mothers whose home environment was cluttered. A chronically cluttered home environment can lead to a constant low-grade fight or flight response, attacking our resources designed for survival. So I am talking about how I am constantly exhausted all the time, and I wonder why. A chronically cluttered home can lead to constant low-grade fight or flight. No wonder I am so exhausted all of the time, and it's taxing our resources designed for survival. So it feels like I'm in survival mode, and I'm not thriving in my life. I'm not enjoying my life. I'm just surviving it. People who sleep in cluttered rooms, that's me, are more likely to have sleep problems, that's me, including difficulty falling asleep, check, and being disturbed during the night. Talking about being disturbed during the night, there's definitely things to consider with the clutter and my home and what my bedroom is reflecting and my whole house is reflecting to me. But I also have other outward circumstances right now, including a toddler who, if they don't go to bed in our bed with us, they are coming into our bed at like 3 a.m. and waking us up that way to come into the bed, or constantly needing to get up in the middle of the night to pee. So there's a lot going on with my sleep, but the clutter and the busy bedroom and the messy bedroom and everything doesn't help that sleeping problem. And then I went to WebMD. I just Googled, how does clutter or how does my stuff affect my mood? Something like that. And got these 2 websites. And from WebMD, it's how clutter can affect your health. In one study, women who saw their homes as cluttered had high levels of the stress hormone cortisol throughout the day, while those who described their abode as a well-organized, restful space had lower levels. I am constantly praying that my home will be a home of peace and joy and happiness and calm. Yes, we have 4 kids, and yes, we have dogs, and yes, life is busy, but I believe there can be some chaos and just having kids running around, but there's also a joy that can be found with kids running around and laughing and having a good time. There can be joy found there. It can be stressful chaos, or it can just be like a happy home kind of chaos. And I believe as a Christian that we can have peace that surpasses all understanding. And for me, even with a busy house, I can still have a peaceful house. But part of that is getting our stuff, our junk, our home under control and having it decluttered and having it organized. It's not going to be perfectly clean all of the time. The floors aren't going to be scrubbed. My counters aren't going to be sparkling, shining clean all of the time. And I understand that. And some days the dishes are going to pile up. And some days there's going to be like 3 loads of laundry instead of 1 load of laundry that needs to get done or whatever. There's always going to be a bit of a mess around, but I want to get it under control where I don't feel overwhelmed all of the time. When the laundry does pile up a little bit, I have the mental capacity and the physical energy to deal with that. There are going to be times when sickness hits the house or it affects me or having a newborn baby or whatever, that things are going to get a little bit more out of hand, but we can still enjoy some peace and calm in the home by getting our stuff under control. So I want my abode to be a well-organized, restful space. Researchers have found that being around disorganization makes it harder for your brain to focus. It can be especially tough for people with ADHD. If you have ADHD, a professional organizer or coach may be the best way to restore some order in your space. Some people who live in cluttered homes have a poorer working memory, according to research. Your brain is wired to be able to keep track of only a few details at once for a short period, so it can get overloaded when there's too much going on. And I 100% feel that all of the time, and I do have poor memory. So much could be helped by just getting our spaces under control. So I hope you will work with me here, and you will take this video as a time to get your own house just that little bit more under control, just that 1% under control. And I'm going to share some links in the description box below of some videos from Minimalist Mom as well as Clutterbug, as they have really helped me and really give me a lot of motivation as well. I hope that I can help you, and if you have any tips or tricks, please comment them down below about how you get your stuff under control. As you can see here, I'm doing a little bit of cleaning around my kitchen table, and you're probably wondering why all the chairs are up on top of the table. And part of that is just our toddler constantly climbing up there and standing on the table all the time, no matter what. And another part of it is for when we have been running our new robot vacuum thing. So that has been helping quite a bit with the dust and hair, especially with my allergies and having 2 cats and 4 dogs in the house that are all shedding quite a bit, especially at this time of year. So we are really loving the new robot vacuum, and it really helps us keep up on things, but that also means that we really need to work hard at picking up everything off the floor because it tries to suck up every little thing and get stuck on Lego and stuff like that. But it is definitely a tool worth getting and investing that money in. Again, I know that we cannot all afford these big fancy gadgets, and my husband and I have not always been able to, and we don't just buy them all at once either. We have been waiting for things like Prime Days and other Amazon sales. I think we bought that robot vacuum because it was some spring sale on Amazon, and last October or September, whatever it was, for Prime Days, we bought the wet vac, which has also been a huge help in our house and definitely worth the investment, but it was also around 50% off, and we were not paying $600 for that vacuum. We paid half of that, so it is worth being able to save up and get those tools when you are able to. I am also unsure what to do with this table. I like having a kitchen table, but I don't like the layout of our house and not having space for such a big table and all the chairs put down and all the furniture in our house. I just am not loving the layout of it and trying to figure out how to fix this area. So a couple of days ago, I took video showing you cleaning my kitchen. And look at this. It doesn't take long for it to pile right back up again. We were really busy yesterday. Sunday was Mother's Day. I was busy with doing some running around and everything as well. And this is what happens. And I just wanted to share this as encouragement for all of you who are trying to get your house cleaned up. It takes time. It takes consistent effort, and some days this is just what you wake up to. Some days this is just what you have to deal with, especially in a large family with lots of cooking and eating and everything for lots of people. So it's so frustrating and can be very, very discouraging, but we just have to power through, keep on, and hopefully we can get it under control and have it to where this doesn't happen every other day. Laundry and dishes are just two of those chores that are never ending, and everyone talks about how hard it is to keep on them because it's just a daily cycle of dirtying your dishes and needing to clean them, dirtying your clothes and needing to clean them, and it just feels so endless. I've heard a lot of people talking about, like a capsule wardrobe or just having a much smaller minimalistic wardrobe and you just do your laundry more often, so that's an option. Or sometimes like when you have a newborn and you have 1,000 outfits for them, you can go a while without doing some laundry. But usually even when you have that many outfits for a newborn, young child, baby, you tend to just keep wearing the same ones that you love the most and washing them anyways. So comment down below what you do for your laundry. Do you have a small wardrobe where you do laundry really often? Or do you have a larger wardrobe and you don't have to do laundry as often? Let me know your laundry routine. Because we are a family of 6 and my 3 kids are a little bit older. They are 13, 11, and 9. They can help with doing some of the laundry. My girls are starting to do their own laundry themselves, like wash, dry, all of that. But I don't mind doing that for them, but I like them to put away their own clothes, and then they can let me know what is ripped, stained, broken in a way that they can't fix or don't want to fix, what doesn't fit them anymore, what they're just not liking anymore, and they bring that stuff up to me, and I am able to put it in a donation bin. I have heard people talking about everyone having a bin like in their closet or something where you would just throw donation clothes, or my girls' bedrooms are downstairs and they share a hallway, so you could put one box downstairs that is like the universal box for them, and they could put donation stuff in there. Another great place to put a donation bin would be in the laundry room. So as you are going through your laundry, just donating what you don't want as it's coming out, and then you know it's clean already. And then things like socks or underwear with holes in them, or clothes that are just like irreparable that you wouldn't want to donate or anything, they can just go right into the garbage as you are doing your laundry. So another thing I like for my family is everyone having their own bin, and then I can dump all the laundry out onto the bed or wherever I'm working on the laundry and separate everything into their own bins, and then I can pass my daughters their bins. My son, sometimes I will fold it, sometimes I just give him a bucket of laundry and he puts it away in his drawers. And then with our toddler, I usually fold it and put it away, or ask somebody else in the house who's around to just put it in his closet for me. And my husband is also really good about folding and putting away his own clothes as well. So mostly laundry for me is washing, drying, and then sorting. I am very bad at keeping up with the laundry, and the buckets pile up so fast, and it's just something that I need to stay on top of and stay motivated for, and get to a point where I'm doing at least one load a day just to keep up with it, especially with another baby on the way. Again, comment down below and let me know what your laundry routine is, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Let's share in the comments our best tips and tricks. Thank you for joining me on this little cleaning adventure that I've gone through over the past couple of weeks. Even with all the cleaning that I've done, I feel like I have accomplished nothing, and it's very frustrating. So I always want to be honest and real and realistic with these kind of videos and give encouragement at the same time. You know, your dishes pile up and you finally feel like you've got them under control that day, and then the next day they pile up, and then you deal with the dishes, and then the next day, and sometimes it just feels like it's never ending. Every day when we do just one chore, one thing that we can tackle, it helps us just to stay on top of things. And like I said, I'm not here to talk about minimalism or anything like that, but just trying to manage my home and manage the inventory that is in my home, and getting rid of the things that we don't need, and coming to realizations about the things that we have in our house that we just can let go of, and it's less inventory that we have to deal with physically, mentally, emotionally. We can just let it go. So I'm always trying to pare down. I'm always bringing new stuff into the house, but I'm trying to be more intentional with my purchases and just being smarter with what I'm buying and having a purpose for the things that I am bringing into my house. Just thinking something is cute doesn't necessarily mean that it is something that we need in the house. And again, I like cute things, girly things, fun things, things that are beautiful. And I will sometimes find things that we need, a kitchen gadget or something like that, and buy something that is practical but also looks nice as well, and that's okay. That's awesome. We want to enjoy the things that we have, but also buying it because we need it and it's useful. Let me know where you are on your journey to getting your house under control and getting all of this stuff under control. It is a work in progress for us, for sure, always and forever. Our family feels like it is always growing and expanding, and stuff is always just being brought into the house, and it always feels like there's just something new to buy, and we're just trying to be more aware of the kitchen gadgets and stuff. I find is like the biggest thing that we're always like, oh, this latest, newest, greatest kitchen cooking device, gadget, whatever is going to help us, and just being more aware of like, am I actually going to use this stuff or not? With clothing and stuff, like I said, with the seasons changing and everything like that, when we're bringing in new clothes, are there clothes that we can donate or get rid of? The girls gave me like a huge bucket full of stuff to get rid of for both my girls and everything like that. So that's been awesome. Just feeling like we're clearing stuff out, and I love that feeling very much. and it helps with getting things under control, of course. So let me know what you tackled during this video, and let me encourage you more. If you need to do just one thing, just go and clean your junk drawer, or go clean the cabinet under the sink in your bathroom, or clear off one shelf of the bookshelf or something. Just tackle one thing. Just do one load of laundry, one bucket of laundry. Go through that stuff. Is there anything that's ripped, torn, stained, irreparable that you don't want anymore? Throw it out if it's full of holes and stuff like that. Is it something that you can donate? Then grab a box, grab a bag, something for donation, and put that stuff in the donation bin. Throw out the garbage and put away the rest of the clothes. Whatever it is, just one little thing. Let me know what it is that you are tackling today, this weekend, this week, whatever it may be, this season of your life, this season in the world. For us, it is springtime. Let me know in the comments down below what you are tackling, and if you have any tips or tricks for that area of your house. I was talking at the beginning of this video about our bedroom and doing some, not renovations, but some changes. We put up a couple of white bookshelves on either side here, which has been really awesome. And my husband painted these circles, and I am loving it very much. And I bought a sheet for our bed that happened to be like a mint green color. We weren't even planning on painting the wall yet, and it matches this green right here like perfectly. And then we just got green curtains with like white flowers on them to kind of tie in the room a little bit, and it's perfect. We're cleaning the sheet and stuff right now, so I can't show you. Our bed is actually a disaster zone right now, but I wanted to show you the pretty little circles that we got going here. I love it. We just overlapped them so you can see just these colors here in the middle, but we got the coral, the yellow, and the blue, and I am loving it, and it's fresh and awesome. And we have some shelves that we're going to be putting up here hopefully this weekend. So every day, every week, every month, we are changing up our house and making it more and more our home, always going through things to get rid of and everything, and adding things to our house like color and artwork and whatever that is going to add value to our house, even if it's just for us personally and making us happy. That's what we're doing. So thank you for being here and along for the ride with me. Stay tuned for 2 more videos I have coming up. One is about toddler toys and just toys in general. I have that video coming up, and then another video of cleaning a specific area in my house downstairs where my bookshelves are, my crafting stuff is, and then in my little reading nook area that I have, just cleaning and tidying up and getting that under control. Every area of my life is out of control and crazy and chaotic, and doing something with our environment can help us mentally and emotionally as well. So join me for that, if you will, and I will see you next time. Bye!